decided to tell her bosses what was going on. Her concerns should have triggered an immediate investigation into the pilot, not least because the RAF owed a particular duty of care to protect a junior officer in training. Instead, he carried on flying, while it was Kate's career that faltered, as her chain of command failed her at every turn. It started with a line manager who seemed more concerned about what the tabloid press might say.
He said if this gets out, the Red Tops will love it.
That was he was most worried about?
Yeah, he was more worried about the reputation than if there was a cultural issue on the Reds.
She went up a level to a more senior boss. But in a text exchange, he told her he didn't intend to pursue the matter further formally and instead hoped a civil environment could be achieved. Despite being much more junior than him, Kate didn't give up, saying she still had major concerns and asking for another meeting. He said he could see her the following week.
I never had that meeting with him.
Do you know why?
I don't think he wanted to address it. I was a disruptor.
By this point, Kate says her mental health was suffering. Her faith in the Air Force had been shattered, and she decided to leave. Turning to the then head of the RAF's Officer Training College at Cranwell, Kate says she again spoke up in an interview on her way out, but she accuses the college boss of failing to take meaningful action.
I told her that there was a toxic pocket on the Red Arrows of behaviours that needed to be looked into, and she said, "I'm sorry to hear about your experiences. Good luck in the future."
The virtual meeting was with then Air Commodore Soraya Marshall. A witness who attended with Kate claimed he too recalls her speaking about harassment on the Red Arrows. But an RAF source said now Air Vice Marshal Soraya Marshall categorically disputes the allegations, claiming she confirmed the service person mentioned a bad experience on the Red Arrows, but didn't provide any detail that would have enabled any form of investigation to be initiated. The head of Cranwell's actions during and after the interview, when she subsequently discussed support to the individual with the relevant chain of command, were correct and reasonable. The source claimed a second witness backed up this opposing account.
It got to the point that I've done everything I felt I could, I was raising the alarm. Nobody was listening to me. And then I ended up in hospital, very mentally unwell.
Kate made a serious attempt on her life. She attributes her survival, in part, to reaching out to this former army officer.
It's not the whole military that's the problem, it's the feral packs that we...
Diane Allen went public about her own experiences of unacceptable behaviours while serving in the military because she wanted the whole armed forces to have their Me Too moment. She's been supporting Kate and other Red Arrows victims ever since.
You see this same modus operandi, the MO going on, which is effectively an individual brings a issue, a complaint to someone's attention. And in that predatory pocket, that toxic pocket, what you see is that then they all close ranks. They close down and they make that person's life hell.
Scammed about, clear takeoff, fire up, serviceman 1606.